nearly about a year ago, and obviously this kind of attitude exists in Pakistan. They have this deep hatred for anything non-Muslim, and then they say, Islamophobia, but why does everyone not love us? Well, while their attitudes are like this. And I covered this story in about a year ago. You guys can go and check this video out. If you type in Maharaja Ranjit Singh statue vandalized, and I played this video where this guy just crazily goes up, and look at this, he just destroys this beautiful statue, this guy. So anyway, he was arrested later on, and he was charged with vandalization of public property or whatever. But
that didn't last long. He's back at it now, doing other,
so obviously that didn't last.
Yeah.
So this lover of the Prophet,
they love vandalizing things, don't they? Like, it's just annoying that even Muhammad like destroyed those idols in the Kaaba, the 360 idols or whatever, because it just sets a precedent of it's okay to smash things up.
Yeah. But anyway, so this guy a year later is back in the news, and this time this Nupur Sharma story is just not dying. Have a look at this charmer here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this wonderful individual. Look at him. That's it. He got caught. Guess what, Nuria? He actually tried to cross the border into India to kill Nupur Sharma for her allegedly blasphemous comments, which she made about a year and a half ago, and she's been living in hiding and fighting all these radicals and everything. And 2 or 3 people have already been killed in the wake of her comments. But these peaceful members of the most peaceful religion are not calming down. But this guy is so stupid. I mean, what can you expect? This guy reminds me of that this guy in Paris a year and a half ago when Charlie Hebdo retrials happened in 2015 when these terrorists attacked or whatever. So he went to an old office of Charlie Hebdo and started attacking innocent bystanders who had nothing to do with Charlie Hebdo with a meat cleaver. Like, he didn't even, that was just stupid. And he made this crying video, I can't do anything for my Prophet. So these guys are not the brightest, they're not the sharpest tools in the shed. So this guy in the similar case goes there and doesn't even know where Nupur Sharma lives. So he just thought, this is how his mind was working.
He was just winging it.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna go to this huge country called India. I'm gonna cross one of the most safely guarded or safely monitored or heavily monitored borders in the world, and I'm just gonna cross the barbed wire, and I'm gonna somehow evade the border security forces and the surveillance cameras and everything. I'm gonna evade all of that, and I'm gonna ask some dude on the side of the road, hey, do you know where Nupur Sharma lives? Oh, why do you want to know? Because I'm a Muslim. She said really bad things about my Prophet, so I'm going to go and kill her. Oh, okay. You go straight ahead for 240 miles, and then turn left, and then you see a river, then you turn left again, and then keep walking for 3 days in the direction of your nose, and you'll run into this colony, and that's where Nupur Sharma lives. And she's all alone, by the way. She's not safely guarded. She's not being protected at the moment.
She's not taken any precautions. She's not had any state-given safety.
Yeah. You, Mr. Genius, can just walk in and you can, you can do your thing. So anyway, his fantasy world did not last very long. As soon as he crossed the border and how it happens, he was arrested by the border security forces. And then he actually explained all of this. And he said, why... what he intended to do. but this just tells me,
imagine him walking around being like, have you seen this woman? Have you seen this woman? I'm a man on a mission.
Yeah. So
but also, it was only a matter of time, right? Like, obviously she's had like insane threats to her life and livelihood and like rape threats and all kinds of things. But it was only a matter of time for a lone wolf, albeit from Pakistan, to have the extra hurdle of crossing the border. But it was as soon as she said what she said, it was like, it's just an avalanche of threats her way. So it's just going to take one person to be extra ready to do it.
So many agencies, including Intelligence Bureau, CID, the Indian Intelligence Border and Border Security Force, Indian Army, local police, are now interrogating Rizwan. By interrogating, I don't think that's good news. This is not a Western style of interrogation. This is going to be a classic, old school, medieval, chitar level kind of. Those of you who don't know, these Indian Pakistani police, they have this big leather kind of a belt. They call it chitar, and then again, I don't condone this. I always condemn this police brutality. Should never be allowed. But I'm just saying, like, these guys, how stupid are they? You know, that's how he's currently being interrogated. And I heard from some sources, they're saying that the place where he's arrested, they're actually beating him up, and every time they start beating him up, he starts reciting the Quranic verses.
Oh,
But no Allah is
wow.
coming. But no Allah is coming to his rescue. And Pakistan have already thrown him under the bus. They're like, well, we don't know. We will disavow you of any involvement with. But I don't think this was actually sent by the Pakistani organizations or military or the intelligence organizations at all.
Maybe just a charged up lone wolf. Yeah.
It was just a charge of lone wolf who was inspired by that Khadim Hussain and the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Labbaik, the people who organize all these massive statewide protests in the wake of French cartoon saga. Those kind of people, they're very unorganized. They just say it out. This guy obviously didn't plan anything, so he was just stupid. So
But they put out really dangerous slogans, which obviously like people they catch on, and actually people like take them seriously. But Bernice is saying he thought Allah would guide him. I genuinely think that's probably what he thought. And I didn't know this, Horace, as well. Wait, let me find it. Shishti Rana was saying he didn't even bring a gun. Instead, he took 2 knives because he wanted to behead instead of shoot. Yeah, because Islam has a thing for beheadings.
Wow, that is obsession.
It was before gunpowder, right? So who knows? Maybe they would have taken to that.
Yeah. Obviously, and Kanhaiya Lal is the prime example. And there was another person who was killed because of this Nutbush Sharma saga.
If you like these videos and want to support me in my activism, then you can support me on Patreon or PayPal. Stay free, everyone.